Right, so we're back again for the Opalescent Storyteller Back Part 2. And this time we're going to go with the blue fade one. Okay, so the blue fade one looks like this on the Perendale. So we've got this really lovely sky blue and it goes into this mid-range blue. So we're just going to unravel this, split it in half. So there's one half or less than half for the blend set, and we'll do the, hopefully the one that weighs a little bit heavier goes in the art bat. Okay, so we're just going to split this down the middle, put one to one side, and we'll get this going. So there we go. Split the blue right down the middle, all the way through the gradient colours that we did the other day. And you will find as well, because you're doing lighter dye stocks, you will get white patches through, but that's fine. If you're looking for something that's going to have a pearlescent look about it, you want little hints of faded colour, muted colours, really quite soft looking, more watery looking, then that's the look that you're looking for. You want pops of white in there to give it that sort of sheen look. Right, so that is 49 and this one is perfect, 55. So I'm just going to stick this one to one side over here with the rest. Okay, so then I'm going to add in a little bit of the yellow, a little bit of the green, a little bit of the peach, and a little bit of the purple on this one. You're like, oh my lord, Joe, that's going to be too much. It might be, but who knows? We'll have a look. So I'm picking up the green, the aqua hand-dyed trilobal. I've also scrummaged out some, I think it's Calypso blue. Yeah, Calypso blue. It's got this purpley tinge to it. It's really pretty. Angelina. Then I've pulled out the yellowy coloured faux cashmere, and I have this lovely blend. It's got some peaches and a hint of pink in there, and it's got some darker tones of green. I just wanted to have that pop of that peachy colour in there, and I didn't have anything that did it without being a solid colour. I just wanted a little hint of it. Then I'm going for this gorgeous merino blend with stellina in there. So we've already split that. That one goes there, this one goes over here, this bit here. Need to put them out of my way so I don't pick it up by accident and they end up with a blend set that's missing something. So I'm going to take some of this hand-dyed stellina, trilobal away, and some of this faux cashmere, and these go over into the blend set. And I have got some of that mauve mulberry silk waste. It's just a cocoon scraps, that's all it is from the process of it. So I'm keeping some of that. Well, it's not maroon, it's purple, like a mauvey colour. So I'll stick that one over there as well. And then last but not least, oh no, I've got something else as well. So we have got this off-white. It's called Dove Grey, but it's like a really bold white colour. It's the closest way that you can get to a white where you're dyeing is using a really watered down grey, apparently. I haven't tried it myself yet, but I might have to one day. So that one goes over there. And then last but not least is some Royal Baby Angora Rabbit top. So I don't want that much over there. It's quite expensive. It's very expensive fibre, and I don't want too much of it. So that bit over there, so that's going on there, and it's got a lovely matte but soft touch to it. I want this wool to have a soft feeling. I have got another one for that purple one to do, but we'll talk about that when we come to it. So there we go. So that's what we've got, and again I'm just going to do a two-way blend on this one, like I said on the other video. Okay, so we're going to split that Royal Baby Angora Rabbit fibre to one side. Oh, I've done that again. I've done it wrong. I want to split this into two. Right, put that on there and that on there. And then split this blue into two, but this might end up getting, I'm going to split that into four because it's going to go under and on top of. Okay. And then we've got our trilobal, we've got our faux cashmere, we've got a little bit of texture, and then we've got our fibre. It's got red eerie silk in it, it's got sari silk noil, it's got some merino in there, and it's got some silk in there as well. I think it's Chissa silk. Okay, so that's going in there, and it's got those lovely deeper tones as well. So I'm going to start off with a base layer of this blue Angelina. It's like a soft baby blue with hints of white, and there's bits of aqua inside this, and I'm going to use this. I'll turn you around, come with me. Right, so we're going to put this on the very bottom first layer. And there we go. So next what I want to do is add in half of my white now. And then go in with my blue gradient, start with my light blue off this end. Oh, do you know, Joe's such a wombat. I just realised I forgot to split my wool in half. Back in a minute. Joe being the pillock that she is, she totally forgot to split her roving in half and was wondering why I'm fighting with it. So I've ended up with half of them, most of the the really pale peely wally white blue in the beginning. Oh dear, it's going to be one of those days. Right, so I'm going to go over this side. I'll split it in half now. Better stick my brush back on the back. Do you know, it happens to the best of us, ladies. It happens to the best of us. Automatic pilot, not thinking. Right, so I'll start this end in the dark blue. And we'll try and salvage this a little bit. It should be fine. It'll spin up. It's more or less the same. I still got quite a lot of the blue fade at the bottom of it, but I caught it in time. Like, oh crikey. We've nearly had a meltdown. We've nearly had a meltdown. Right, so I'm going to stick my white back on there. And start calming this blue down a little bit. Give it a bit more of an airy fairy look about it. And I'm going to take some of my Angelina and my faux cashmere. And I'm going to put them both on now. I'm going to spread out my faux cashmere though. That faux cashmere, the tri-logo, and put that in. And then I'm just going to paint this on the back. There we go. And then I'm going to split this in half and take some of this. Actually, I'll leave that to last because we want to put on the baby Angora rabbit fibre. It's so gorgeous. It's called Royal Baby. I'll just double check it how it's mentioned and listed. White baby royal superfine alpaca. Oh, it's alpaca top, not the Angora. Alpaca top. So it's the baby royal. Okay. It still costs about £4 or £5 for a 50-gram packet. But it's super fine. I thought I'd ordered the rabbit. Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyway. There we go. So I'll put that on now. Then I'm going to go over the top of it with this pretty blend. And then we're going to do a little bit of this purple colour. And it ends up, it's giving me that feel that it looks like the flowers on the cliff. We've got these pots of flowers on the cliff overlooking the sea, and even on the coast, on the beaches, we get a lot of sedge, seagrass and sea plants. And that's not what I'm looking for. We get a lot of sedge and sea plants where we live. I need to put this last layer up, this one on here, and put that on there before I card it in. And there's loads of like purpley, pinky, and citric yellow and citric olive coloured flowers that grow in the plants around where we live. And that's on the beach, on the beginnings of the sand dunes. So we have these pops of colours on the beach. You're never going to see them when you go to Blackpool or Brighton, but when you live in rural coastal areas like we do, and it's not overpopulated, we get a lot of biodiversity in plants. So we do get these little pops of colours on the beach. So once again, I'm going to go in with this blue stellina again, and the blue marina stellina. I know I've just put that layer on, but this is the base of the next layer. Then the white over the top of that. Give that a pack down again. Okay, now go in with my blue, and I'll start with the dark end first. Go back in with my white over the top of that now. Okay, so we've got the the royal baby alpaca on there, but we're going in with the trilobal next. Get those colours in. Then we've got the hand-dyed faux on there. Add that in. It's just a nice little hint of it, and it breaks that colour theory down as well in the background. Let me just check this for cocoons. There's nothing worse than spinning when you've got a bit of a cocoon skin that's just too big to spin with. They're easy enough to pick out, but sometimes they can be slightly annoying if they're too big. Right, get that on there. And it looks like the sea drift is a lovely little pink flower that we get on the coast around here. Sea drift. Right, there we go, that's what it looks like. Then I'm going in with my baby fibre. So soft. That next, go back in with my but I'm not going to bother taking anything off the front drum at the moment unless it wants to come off, because I'm going to go over the top with this. There we go. Now I'm going to add in the last of my Calypso Blue Angelina, and at the same time I'm going to feed in this blue turquoise with a hint of white in there as well. Get them on there. And then pack this all on the back. we go. So we've used nearly all the colours. Well, actually, we've used all the colours in this bat that were on the picture, which you'll see now. I'll let that pop up at the top so you can see. So I do have a hint of purple in here. I do have a hint of pink, even though I don't think pink's on the picture. There is some peach in here. There is some of the aqua green, and there is some of the yellow. There we go, just move my cup out of the way. And then we have one blue gradient fade with enhancements of Royal Baby alpaca, super fine fibre. It's honestly, it feels really, really soft, with hand dyed mulberry silk noil, hand dyed trilobal, super bright trilobal. I'll just make a mention of that. Then there's a blend of natural merino with red eerie silk. It's not red, it's like a goldy orangey colour. Stellina merino blend, more merino, Angelina. There's lots of glitter in that. What else is in there? And sari silk noil in that lovely orangey colour, and some tussar silk. So there you go. I'm going to turn you around with better light and you can see. So you can see the darker blue and transparent all the way through. So there we have it. There is your second bat of Opalescent, using the colour theme and colour inspiration from that picture, and still getting the white. Adding white to a colourway gives it that pearlescent look, or that imaginary sort of subtle hiding the colours, and it's not completely in your face. So if you've got anything like that at home, look for colours that are very similar to it, and then add in a 50-50 ratio of a white fibre or a cream to bring that down, to give it that sort of really pretty essence. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. Sorry about the cock up. It just goes to show that I'm only human, and you guys do the same at home anyway. So there is a blend set that's available with this, exactly the same fibres in there. It will be a little bit more expensive because it's got the Royal Baby alpaca, but only about 50 pence, but you're paying for quality. Anyway, take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you next Sunday. Bye for now.